Well, the main theme of this chapter is the notion that teaching is much broader phenomenon than it's usually portrayed in the literature, and that it goes beyond content and pedagogy, that it's non-dichotomous, that it includes things such as purpose, ethics, relationships, context, emotions, and all other these things that are usually not paid enough attention, which have really significant effect on teaching as a process. In addition to this, the other important theme of this is that teaching is a contested and contradictory lived experience rather than a detached, fixed an activity that teachers would do and do at a particular place to particular students. Okay, well, I would say at least three ways. One is that I'm looking at teachers' life and work in teaching in Central Asia and Russia. This is the core of the study. But then I also move to talk about teachers' practices in developing countries and see and show the globality of the issues that teaching are facing, what is the common and what are the differences between those teachers' practices. So that's the one thing. The second thing is that the study shows that there are good teachers who are doing their best work and trying to meet the students' expectations and in the very difficult conditions that are not only physically and economically but also politically. The third thing is that this notion of connecting global and local, that is very important. And therefore, the implications for educational change from comparative point of view becomes absolutely clear that we need to engage with these teachers' voices and once again, and their practices. And these voices and practices are contested. It means that we should not accept them and celebrate them as they are, but we need to engage with them even if we don't agree with them, and therefore critically appreciate those voices for any educational change to succeed. Well, I think the first thing it does is that it helps the students who go for teaching to realize that teaching is much broader concept. It's not as simple things in terms of content that they learn and pedagogical skills, but it involves all their being. That's the first thing. The second thing, it shows that how the teaching, whether it happens in developing or developed countries, it's a very complex and difficult activity or a process that faces a number of challenges, and therefore this study prepares them, and it also gives them an appreciation of the conditions that they work, because if we look in Canada, things are different, and therefore to see how their colleagues in different parts of the world are doing the job gives them a motivation to succeed and see that they are all in the same business.